I think when we talk about Bron, obviously we hold him to high regards of what he was able to accomplish, rightfully so. But when you look at Bron and you look at Kobe, Bron is the system. Mm-hmm. Do we agree with that?
Yep.
Bron is the system. Kobe played in the system. Mm-hmm. Do you think if Bron played in a system like the triangle and Kobe was the system, do they have the same type of success individually?
I don't think so.
That's the question.
You got them in deep thought right now, pondering. So you put
put Bron in the triangle
with Shaq
in the triangle. No, put him in the
triangle.
I'm just saying, put him in the triangle. It doesn't.
Oh, okay, put him in the triangle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have that same success as a player?
Who, Kobe?
Both of them. If Cole played like Bron, pace, controlling tempo, facilitating.
Oh, basketball? Nah, he ain't passing that.
No.
So Bron. So what you saying? So
the 81.
No. Okay, so if you're taking,
Bron can't play like Bron can't play like Kobe, or Kobe can't play like Bron in the system.
Kobe can't play like Bron. I gotta give him those teams too. Then
give him the teams.
So I gotta give him the
teams.
The teams he scored all the points on and they didn't win nothing because he don't care about them.
So he don't.
Yeah, 81.
He's gonna get the scoring. He's gonna get all the scoring titles. He's gonna get the scoring titles.
But he
has a record in scoring for sure.
But he's not gonna win, Swag.
He's perfectly positioned to take that away. Excellent ball denial from Artest. Bryant has to come outside to get it. Drives, fires a long three. It's good! At the buzzer! Kobe Bryant nails the three-pointer.
A fresh spark has hit the GOAT debate after Tracy McGrady and Gilbert Arenas sat down and broke down why the conversation involving him and Kobe Bryant isn't as close as many fans think, stripping away the hype and examining the raw basketball truths that separate true craftsmen from pure physical dominance. During their discussion, McGrady posed a question that instantly silenced the room. If he were forced to run the triangle offense the way Kobe did, and Kobe got to operate freely as the system the way he always had, who would actually dominate? And Arenas didn't hesitate, bluntly saying he would never win a championship in that structure. A statement that cuts deeper when you realize their whole breakdown wasn't about athleticism or highlight reels, but about mastery. The difference between a player who can mold themselves to any system and one who needs the entire system designed around them. And according to these former All-Stars, that distinction is exactly why this debate isn't nearly as close as many LeBron fans want to believe. The difference between the two couldn't be clearer. One is the system, while the other thrived inside it. That single divide marks the gap between conditional dominance and true all-around mastery. When analysts say he is the system, they are pointing out that his success has always relied on an offense engineered specifically around his strengths: high pick-and-rolls, wide spacing to mask an inconsistent jumper, and layers of screens designed to clear pathways to the rim. Everything is built to orbit him. Kobe was the opposite. He didn't need a custom-made structure to excel. He could step into any scheme, any philosophy, and immediately bend it to his command because his skill set had no ceiling. The triangle didn't adjust for Kobe. Kobe mastered it exactly as it was. Kobe didn't force the triangle to adjust, he adjusted himself to it. And that's the difference between being a phenomenal athlete and being a true basketball savant. The hypothetical they laid out is harsh but honest. Drop him into Phil Jackson's triangle and the weaknesses become exposed: an unreliable post-game, a jumper that comes and goes, and a reliance on raw physical force rather than refined skill. That offense demands isolation scoring, tight space creativity, and pure craft, not just speed and power. Flip the scenario, though, and imagine Kobe being allowed to function as the system the way LeBron always has. As Gilbert Arenas pointed out earlier, Kobe would explode statistically, piling up scoring titles and individual accolades, but team success would suffer because Kobe's system doesn't elevate everyone the way Kobe within the system did. And then came insight from Tayshaun Prince, who guarded both stars in their primes. His breakdown sealed the argument, showing how Kobe's adaptability created sustained excellence while LeBron's approach relied on wearing opponents down through sheer repetition. Which brings us to the real question: are fans confusing dominance with mastery, And if so, how does that reshape the GOAT debate moving forward?
Both different. They're both different.
Different in what way? What do you mean?
With Kobe, there was a sense of you had to make sure that you don't let him get to a sweet spot.
There's a rhythm?
Because it was a rhythm thing.
Well, I
with
was
Kobe.
about to say.
Triangle,
right?
Stuff like that.
Spots.
So, spots.
He had sweet spots.
All that, kind of like P. Pierce.
Right. 2 dribble pull-ups, 1 dribble pull-ups.
Get to his footwork, knowing what he want to do, the fade away, stuff like that. So with Kobe, it was a matter of don't let him get to his sweet spots. He's going to be physical with you. He's going to try to wear you down. So once the fourth quarter come, he'll get to those spots and everything else is butter.
Right. They letting him get away for everything in the fourth quarter.
You see what I'm saying? They let him get whatever. So
pushing off.
He's trying to wear you down and stuff like that. With LeBron, it was a matter of you got to fight through 150 pick and rolls throughout the whole game. He's going to get Gauskas, Verajao, all these set pick and roll at the pick. We're going to wear him down.
We're going to
wear him down.
This
and
is
in the fourth corner, I'm going to get into my package.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it was two different things that
Kobe Bryant was a completely different challenge, and defenders like Tayshaun Prince explained why. The game plan against him was simple in theory but impossible in practice. Don't let him reach his sweet spots. Prince described how Kobe would grind you down for 3 quarters, leaning on you, testing your stamina, and by the fourth, when your legs finally gave out, he'd get to his spots and everything became automatic. That's what real mastery looks like. Kobe had those signature 2-dribble pull-ups, that elbow fade away, the flawless post-up footwork, moves every defender recognized but still couldn't stop because once you've perfected something to that level, it becomes untouchable. LeBron, on the other hand, presented a different kind of battle. As Prince explained, his game wasn't built on surgical precision, it was built on endurance, force, and survival. Guarding LeBron meant dragging yourself through 100, sometimes even 150 pick and rolls a game, an approach built on attrition rather than pure mastery. LeBron never had those unstoppable, surgical moves, so his entire offensive style relied on volume, on wearing defenders down through repetition. Kobe Bryant was the opposite. As Tayshaun Prince explained, Kobe's game was simple but brutal. Don't let him reach his sweet spots. He would punish you for 3 straight quarters, bully your body, test your stamina, and by the fourth, when your legs were gone, he'd hit those perfected 2-dribble pull-ups, the elbow fade away, the deadly post-up footwork, and everything became automatic. Defenders always knew what was coming, but it didn't matter because when you perfect something to that level, you become untouchable. That's why Kobe could generate a shot against anyone in any situation, while LeBron often needed screens, spacing, and mismatches to create advantages. It's also why Kobe closed games with cold-blooded precision, while LeBron's crunch-time resume has always been debated, because when systems collapse, only raw mastery survives. Then Gilbert Arenas dropped a bomb on the discussion: sacrifice. He revealed that early in his career, Kobe wanted everything to be about himself. When Pau Gasol arrived and the Los Angeles Lakers finally had championship-level pieces, Kobe Bryant recognized it. He sacrificed, embraced the triangle, trusted the system, and it paid off in rings. That was real basketball IQ, real maturity. But when you look at LeBron James, as Gilbert Arenas pointed out, LeBron often sacrificed at the wrong times, pouring effort into rosters that weren't championship ready, then abandoning ship the moment things didn't work. Instead of evolving inside a system, he kept rebuilding new ones, and when teammates couldn't fit his system, he simply went searching for fresh ones. That's not adaptation. That's reinvention out of necessity. That's dependency. And Team A didn't hold back either, saying that if LeBron James had been taught the triangle early in his career, his entire game could have evolved into something far more refined. But at this stage, putting him in that offense wouldn't elevate him past Kobe Bryant for one simple reason. The triangle demands footwork, mid-range precision, isolation mastery, and real post work, the very skills that separate good from great and great from immortal. And Gilbert Arenas drove the point even deeper. He said the triangle forces your footwork, exposes every weakness, and that's exactly what LeBron lacked early on. As a pure one-on-one player, he was never polished, never surgical, and in that system those flaws wouldn't just show, they'd be impossible to hide. Take away the spacing, the constant screens, the handpicked mismatches, and suddenly you see what happens to LeBron James's game when the environment isn't engineered for him. The things that carried him at 25, raw force, speed, and overpowering size, don't hit the same once time starts winning the battle. That's where the gap between LeBron and the true craftsman appears, because players like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan built skill sets designed to survive age, pressure, and any system they were dropped into. They didn't need the game tailored around them. They tailored their games for every situation imaginable. That's the difference between depending on structure and becoming structure. And when you measure greatness by the mastery standard, the one test only the immortals pass, you realize something uncomfortable. Dominance alone doesn't make you top 5. Mastery does. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, every one of them proved they could adapt, dominate, and thrive regardless of era, roster, or system. Coaches changed, teammates changed, rules changed, but their mastery never wavered. They didn't rely on the game bending for them. They bent the game with fundamentals sharpened on both ends of the floor. Gilbert Arenas captured it with a chilling truth. Most NBA players are just tall, athletic, and good enough, but physical dominance is not mastery. And whether fans like it or not, LeBron sits closer to that category than people are willing to admit. That's why the legacies split. As basketball evolves and analysis gets smarter, the players who built their greatness on skill, precision, and adaptability shine brighter with time. Those built on athletic superiority alone start to fade. And when you run that mastery test on LeBron's game, the cracks don't just show, they scream. A shaky post game, inconsistent footwork, an unreliable mid-range, defensive lapses, and a career-long dependency on systems designed specifically for him.